I have tried my best. I have tried my best. There is nothing else I could have done. It is what it is. How many times did you say that this week, last month, last couple of months? What are the parameters to measure how your best is? What is the yardstick to measure that? Or what are the yardsticks to measure that? How many times can you try something for you to reach to a certain conclusion that you have given that thing all you could have at that point in time? Is there a method, a formula, a strategy to measure or to weigh how your best can be? Is there a time frame or a limit of how much you can try for something you are pursuing? I believe, and I do not have the statistics to back this, but I have some anecdotal evidence to make my conclusion on this. I believe that a lot of people are living in this sense of self-denial or self-delusion, that they find a way to rationalize their failure by trying to program their mind to believe that they have tried all they could have tried in pursuing a particular goal. They use that strategy to make themselves feel good, that after all, it's not their fault. I've tried. I tried to apply for a job. I couldn't get a job for several weeks, several months, several years. I tried my best to make that relationship work, but it wasn't my fault. It was my partner's fault. I tried my best to reconcile both of them, but they weren't serious, so it wasn't my fault. I tried my best to get education, to go to school, to go to uni, but then I didn't have the money. Nobody was there to help me, so I was helpless. I tried my best to do this, to do that. So what else can I do? I think people are using that phrase to justify their laziness. In that state of delusion, they're looking for something to hold as an evidence of why they're in that state of failure or lack of try. So they always say this to make you understand that they are actually doing something, or to make themselves feel good about their situation. After all, I've done all I could do. That's life. Things happen in life. But I do not believe in that. I think people, a lot of people, most people are using that phrase to have a kind of a programming sense of, well, that's all I could have done. There's nothing else I could have done. But the problem here is that after several years, they come back in hindsight. They come to the realization that after all, they didn't try as much as they thought they tried many years ago. And I don't want you to be in that state of regret. And that's why I'm making this video, for you to interrogate your mind. Don't program yourself to be in a state of delusion, that you begin to normalize what is abnormal. that you begin to normalize failures and mediocrity as a norm. I don't want you to begin to use excuses, blames to justify your laziness, your lack of try, your lack of capacity, your lack of, for the lack of what? Your lack of ambition and passion. So I'm trying to make you think proactively, so that in the next 20 years, when you could be in your 50s, in your 60s, you're not going to sit back one time in your couch and begin to think, when I was 20 years, I could have done this. When I was 30, I could have done this. This is time for you to begin to reprogram your mind and know that there's no limit of how far you can try something. If you genuinely have given it everything within you, everything in your being, if you have really fought for this thing, you fought for this thing, you gave it everything tirelessly, night and day, you are pursuing this. If at all, rarely, eventually, it didn't work out, you have a genuine sense of fulfillment and sense of peace that, after all, genuinely, I did everything humanly possible to make that work. And genuinely, objectively, that is all I could have done in that situation. But majority of people are not in that level. They try one or two times and they give up. And they tell you, well, I tried, it didn't work out. Recently, somebody, I don't know if one of my subscribers, but somebody sent me a DM to ask me questions about application to study in Europe. And the person actually have started the process of, the person have gotten an admission and the person was waiting for appointment at the embassy. And the person was frustrated at the fact that he or she is not getting an appointment. And in the conversation, I was trying to let the person know that it's a process, it's a phase. You have to be patient and keep trying until you get an appointment. Also be proactive in case you are passing the deadline to start your school. You have to think about reapplying again. Because you wanted this thing, you have to stay on it. And the person said, oh, well, then that means all the money that I've spent is going to be a waste. And all the time is going to be a waste. What are you talking about? How is that a waste? Your first try, it has not even failed. Just that you haven't got an appointment for your visa. You're already thinking about the money you spent is going to be a waste and the time. Have you actually tried your best in that moment, in that particular thing you're pursuing? How is it a waste? It's part of the process. It's part of the step that will take you to a destination. And if you are truly convinced of a particular course you are pursuing, if you are convinced that this is what you wanted, you've always wanted to pursue, and this is your goal in life, then there's no limit on how far you can go to get it genuinely. There is no limit on how many times we can try, because you know this is the route I have to follow. I'm not indecisive. I am convinced beyond reasonable doubt that this is the course of my life, and I have to stay on it consistently. I don't care how many times I try it. I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care how much I spend on it. This is my life. This is my goal. This is my passion. This is what I want. Therefore, I'm going to stay on it. Desist from that phrase, from that sentence, from that mindset of I've tried my best, when in the real sense of it, you have not actually tried your best. Don't live in a bubble, in that state of self-delusion, because it's going to mask you from the reality. And when you wake up from sleep many years ago, you begin to think, after all, I didn't do enough. I'm trying to save you from that state of mind in the future. That's why I want you to interrogate your mind. Ask yourself, that position you find yourself right now, are you really putting enough energy, enough work ethics, enough interest in that position? If somebody else takes your position right now, there's a swap. Is that person going to do more than you're doing currently? If the answer is yes, then think twice and think about it. Let your best truly be your best. Let your best truly be your best. I believe that a lot of people are using this to cover their laziness and lack of competence. If you are convinced of something in life, you have to be consistent in pursuing that thing genuinely. You have to have this stubborn level of resilience. When it comes to your future, your goals, your ambition, you must be stubborn with them. When it comes to your goals in life, as long as you have a sincere goal that you are pursuing genuinely with due process, you must be stubborn with those goals. I refuse to accept failure. Yes, I might experience some setbacks. I might experience some stumbling block on my way to success. It's part of life. It's inevitable. But I cannot accept failure. Because temporary setback is not failure. And what matters is not what happens. What matters is not that you failed or you have a setback, but what you do after the setbacks. You have to keep going. Consistency is key to success. Stop using "I've tried my best" as an excuse to cover your laziness, to cover your lack of try, to cover your incompetence, and to cover your lack of passion and motivation. Reprogram your mind and begin to have a new strategy that will help you to stand firm in the midst of adversity, in the midst of uncertainties. How can you stand and believe in your goals? Don't allow your feeling determine how you behave. Whether you feel good or feel bad, you need to keep pursuing your goals. If you only want to try when you feel good, then that's a problem. Don't allow your feeling affect how you pursue your goals in life. Even in your moments of lowest ebb in life, keep pushing for that thing you believe in. And stop using that as an excuse not to try. I always tell people, you have the power to bend reality and create your own future. If you don't do that, nobody will do it for you. There is no future anywhere waiting for you. You have to create it. If you don't want something, you change it. How do you change it? By changing your mentality, your approach, your mindset, your thinking. Guys, success is in you. Increase is in you. Greatness is in you. Stop looking for those things elsewhere. Everything you need to survive in life is embedded inside of you. Everything you need to survive in life is already incorporated inside of you. Let it out and surrender to who you are. And surrender to whom you are designed to be. There is something inside of you that is yearning to emerge. Let it out. And don't be an inhibitor to your own success. Stop saying you have tried enough. You have tried your best, because that best is not yet the best. Keep going. And never you stop until you achieve your success. I want to encourage you today to understand that no time is late. And no amount of time is enough for you to try for something you believe in. Remember, if you don't try, you don't know. And the worst thing in life is not to try. Keep going. You never know. Your success is just around the corner. Finally, always remember that you have the control over your life. And nobody can stop you except you stop yourself. I want you to interrogate your mind, reflect on your mind, reprogram your mind, and begin to think positively. Begin to refrain from anything that's going to make you feel low, make you feel disappointed, make you feel that you can't do it, because you can do it. Don't use excuses, blames to cover your laziness, to cover your lack of try, your incompetence. Rather, think inwardly and sharpen the greatness in you, because it's in you. Above all, in everything that you do, always give it a human face. I am the Human Investor. Thank you for watching and have a great day. If you want to study in Europe at a very affordable tuition fees, then check out my channels. Check out my channel and you're going to see fantastic videos about schools in Europe. And of course, you can drop questions below the comment section, and please subscribe and do share this video as well. Don't forget to like this video and share and share and share. Thank you guys and have a fabulous evening. From here. You know that you can study abroad and pay as little as 200 euros per semester. Yes, 200 euros per semester. You don't have to break the bank to fulfill your goal or ambition of studying abroad. So visit my channel. You're gonna see videos of countries in the European Union Schengen zone where you can study and pay very low tuition fees, and even in some cases free of charge. I have videos across countries like Luxembourg, the Czech Republic, Belgium, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, and so many others. All you need is right information, and you can be able to do this thing yourself. Remember, you have the power to bend reality and create your own future. Stop dreaming, stop thinking, start acting. Click on my channel, visit my YouTube channel and watch those videos. Like, subscribe, and then drop your questions. Together, we can make it. Come on, let's go.